NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's O'Connell. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And O'Connell now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Let's go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They go play action here. Purdy work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd down in the yard. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. push, but they'll look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. O'Connell looking to throw on first. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw, O'Connell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down by...
Yeah, he's big too.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 47 yards. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Purdy off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now O'Connell. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Purdy on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And
gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Slant to Adams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On the slant, connects with Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
No touchdowns for them in the 1st half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. for it. Here's Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 36 yards. And the Raiders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They go play action here. Purdy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 63 yards. And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, a good-looking return.
Deuces.
DeAndre Carter. He might score. He will score.
Deuces.
Touchdown, Raiders. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Niners on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Yep.
And the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Purdy.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Diablo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. And
intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%.
And now here is another interception. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes it back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Purdy off the play fake. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing.
Yeah, it looked kind of strange.
He's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue.
That was a block.
He needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Oh, think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Purdy, big 4th down play. That is caught, and he is going to have the Niners first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. Now Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Purdy with one final shot here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
You got it, dude. Go left. Run.
And he's going to get in. So they're back. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but they got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish for a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.